Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm right in my hands is Five Nights at Freddy's Tales from the Pizzaplex, a graphic novel collection, Volume 1. It's kind of an intriguing volume. It's by Scott Cawthon and Andrea Waggener, adapted by Christopher Hastings. There's 3 stories in this. Under construction has art by Macky, Pamintuan, colors by Benjamin Sawyer, Haps by Coryn, McPherson, colors by Gonzalo, Duarter, and Cleothrophia is illustrated by Diana Camero, and colors by Judy, lettering by Taylor Esposito. I don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's. I know it's kind of like a horror thing. I think it was like, what, a video game first? I've never consumed anything of it. This is okay. Like, to me, it feels very, like, junior horror, if that makes sense. If you did kind of like a Tales from the Crypt for kids, that this is kind of the vibes. I mean, for those who don't know, the giant concept is that it is like an uber crazy fancy pizza place that is actually full of horrors. Each story is interesting. I mean, one deals with some AR, one deals with just kind of getting lost. Actually, two deal with getting, one deals with getting lost. They both actually have to deal with getting lost. The other one is a fear of being stuck in places. And they're all decent. Like, I think my thing is like, I kind of like the horror stories where you get like a twist at the end and there's a lesson. This just kind of ends. Like, there's no real lesson. I think the endings for all 3 to me were kind of clunkers. But I think kids will enjoy it. Like, it's entertaining. I mean, if they're young and, aren't ready for adult, horror, that this seems to be a good kind of introduction. But other than that, like, it's okay. Like, I can see why kids like it. I can see why it's popular and it's got a following. The art is pretty decent. It's an interesting style, all 3 stories. They kind of have this sort of look to them. But yeah, like, I don't know, it's just a weird kind of thing where, bad things happen and things go out of control, but I never really got a good sense of, like, the endings could be stronger. Like, I really wanted a much, much better ending. So yeah, like, for each story, that's the kind of the thing, is like, so that's the second story, them stuck in a big giant gerbil tube, basically. And the third kind of is a very similar story, where a worker gets stuck in giant tubes. So yeah, like, it's okay. I mean, it was not quite as scary or anything intense as I thought it might be, and it just feels like junior horror. So, if you are into Five Nights at Freddy's and haven't read this, you can go get this at your local comic shop. It's out now. We got a link to shops. Put in your zip code, tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you help support our site. So thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank Graphix for hooking us up with the review copy. And, of course, thank you all for watching. If you are into comics for your graphic novels, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all that stuff. All Threads, Blue Sky. All Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.